Okay, programming 11. We're now going to actually make some paddles appear on the screen. So first of all, I'm going to leave you to work on the intro screen. So I'm not going to worry about that too much. My intro tab will remain empty for now, but you can go and add in some aspect of an intro screen with a title and buttons to start. However, for me, I'm going to skip to the stuff that you need my help with. You can all make intro screens now with buttons and everything, but I'm going to switch over to the game mode. So I'll work on this with you. And so the game mode is basically going to be us creating paddles and then having them controlled with the keyboard. So I'm going to make two paddles. We're going to need some circles to draw these paddles, and they're going to have some properties. So I'm going to put that up here. There's a left paddle and a right paddle in Pong, so we need to sort of create those variables for their properties. So I'll go up here. This is our mode framework here for variables, and then I would like to put in some kind of a paddle and ball variables. These are all, I don't know what to call them. Like in the game, usually those things that you can kind of interact with are called entities. So entity variables, I guess I'll call it. So we're going to have ourselves a bunch of floats, mostly for these things. So I'm going to have a left paddle, let's call it left X, and left Y, lefty, and right X and right Y. Oops, I shouldn't put a space in there. I should probably also have a left diameter as well for the ball. So left D, and also have a right D. And maybe these things will all be the same at first, but eventually we'll make it so we can adjust these things in some kind of option screen. Okay, so there's some variables for our targets. So these are not targets, paddles. I've been thinking about the clicker game too much. So these are our paddle variables for left and right. We'll also make a ball. So ball X, ball Y, ball diameter. This is for the ball. I guess that's pretty self-evident based on the names. I wonder what ball X is for. So there's a bunch of variables for us to use. Now, we should probably give them initial values. The X coordinates really matter to differentiate between left and right. The ball, at the moment, we don't care too much where it is, but we'll give it a position. So let's say left X. That's on the left-hand side of the screen, so that's where X is going to be 0. Left Y, we could just do whatever the height of our screen is divided by 2. And I think left diameter is just going to be whatever number you want. Let's put it at 200, just a number I'm pulling out of the air. And then it'll be similar for us to initialize the right paddle. I'll just put in a comment. Initialize paddles. So I'll also put in right X and right Y. Oh, I guess right X actually is going to be whatever the width of the screen is. Right Y will also be height divided by 2, the middle of the screen. And right D, I'm going to make the same 200. Okay, so we now have some variables that will represent sort of the left and right paddles. And I'll throw in the ball as well. Initialize ball. So I'm not too excited about moving the ball just yet. We sort of know how to do that already. I'll put ball X and Y at the center of the screen. And ball diameter will be, I'll say 100. That's a good number. So these are all the variables and sort of their initial position. So I can have a left and a right paddle and the ball starting in the center. In the game, I'll actually go and draw these different things. I'm not going to worry about color right now. That's going to be something that you can sort of put your design skills to good use. But I just want to show you the kind of the bare bones aspect of this, and then we'll make it a little more exciting as we go. So we'll start off with, I guess, a circle for each paddle and the ball. So we'll do, I guess, just paddles as one section and ball as another. So the left paddle is going to be a circle with left X and left Y. as our coordinates and left D as its diameter, and same with the right one. And then the ball is just going to be another circle. Hard to spell circle, it seems. Ball X, ball Y, ball D. So if we were to run this, I think we will see some circles. So we can see a circle over on the left, the ball in the middle, and the circle on the right. So those are our paddles and the ball. Probably should put in some kind of background. So I'm going to put in background 0, just so there'll be some kind of animation, and then we'll clear those things as we go. Okay, so we have ourselves 2 paddles and a ball. And so the next step is going to be attaching the keyboard to these things so that we can move the paddle with different keys. So I'm going to stop the video there. Next video, we'll take a look at the keyboard stuff. Thanks so much for your attention so far. Hopefully it's going pretty well for you.